Hi, my name's Jenny Fay from Top Sales Coaching, and I'm taking bite-sized examples of the skills needed by sales leaders. This example is about corrective action meetings and those difficult conversations when dealing with poor performance. I'm using the example of my first ever corrective action meeting as a manager. I'd been working as an English instructor in Japan when I was promoted to a leadership role, then responsible for managing the performance of the instructors that had been my colleagues. The role of instructors was to teach 2 to 3 students in a lesson and get the students speaking and practicing their English. The students paid for instruction and talking exercises to build their confidence speaking. They didn't pay to just sit and listen because they could do that for free. One of the instructors, let's call her Renee, liked to talk. I'd previously given Renee feedback about talking less in her lessons and focusing on giving the students talk time. One day I was sitting in the room next to Renee when she had a 40-minute lesson with 3 students. The lesson rooms were little glass boxes so you could see and hear the other lessons. Renee started her lesson with an icebreaker about what she'd done yesterday. She told the students about her activities yesterday for 2 minutes, for 5 minutes, and she just kept talking. By the 10-minute mark, I felt like bursting in there and telling her to just shut up. I didn't. I stayed professional and scheduled a time to meet privately with Renee. I was dreading that meeting because my previous conversations with Renee had been over beers at the pub after work and had nothing to do with her performance as an instructor. Would I upset her? Would she upset me? Renee could be pretty blunt in the way she spoke to people, and I was an inexperienced manager, very uncomfortable with this task. Looking back, I'm pretty sure Renee saw just how nervous I was as I fumbled and rushed. I did manage to say, "Do you realise that you spoke for a solid 10 minutes in your lesson yesterday with your students without giving them a chance to speak?" Renee paused silently, and I waited for her to bite my head off. Then she responded with, "Well, that's pretty shitful, isn't it?" Phew, off the hook. She got it, and I didn't need to do any more, which made my corrective action meeting a little bit shitful too. What I did do well was to have clear data of her 10 minutes talk time to make my point, and I communicated professionally. But I used Renee's reaction to assume the issue was fixed. I didn't check that Renee understood why it was an issue, discuss ways to fix the issue, or outline follow-up expectations. I was just glad to be out of there. That was my first corrective action meeting when I was managing 12 people. I later moved into the role of managing 100, so thank goodness I was given training on corrective action meetings. I spent 2 days with 3 experienced area managers and 3 new area managers role-playing disciplinary and corrective action meetings. We role-played, got feedback, and some of them were pretty ordinary, so we role-played again over and over and over. Those days practicing with colleagues later helped me in so many different situations and is some of the best training I've ever had. Addressing performance issues is never easy because there are so many variables in human feelings and reactions. But those difficult conversations are vital. Not having them is unfair to the person needing feedback on what they need to improve. It's unfair and demotivating for other work colleagues, and it's unfair to the business. So don't let frustration build because that doesn't help anyone. A person can't improve if they don't know what they're doing wrong. Keep a positive corrective actions mindset because the purpose of these meetings is to help someone improve. When you communicate openly, clearly, and fairly, outline expectations, and provide the support needed, the responsibility and choice to improve lies with the individual. To feel more confident in corrective action meetings, have a clear plan and practice. For more ideas, contact me at my website, topsalescoaching.au, and role play with me or with your fellow leaders. Clarity of expectations is good for everyone. Thank you.